This is your astro forecast for the week of January 25th through the 31st. I'm going to continue this dynamic of giving you the energy that you're going to be dealing with the coming week so that you can prepare. This is actually the point of understanding what is going on with the transits of the moment. It's not about tell me what's going to happen to me. It's about what are you going to do with it. So this is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the energy that's available to you and the opportunities that you have to harness that energy, and you can see what you want to do with it, okay? I'm also going to tell you what you should do with it, but okay, that's up to you. So we're starting this last week of the first month of 2021. Last week of the first month. Let it settle. You have 12 months. This is the last week of the very first one. After this week, it's like done with that month. What else have we got? We have 11 months left. Okay. This last week, we're going to continue that whole theme of we've got a bunch of planets. If you saw the last video that I did, we've got a bunch of planets over here in Aquarius and a bunch of planets over here. Well, actually, we've got 2 planets right now in Taurus, okay? So if you're a Leo, an Aquarius, a Taurus, or a Scorpio, you are feeling a ton of energy coming your way right now. Or if you have, but what I mean when I say, because I want to make sure that none of this is Greek to anybody. It has to be very simple and applicable. For me, it has to be simple and doable, okay? So what do I mean when I say if you are your sun sign is? So when you say, oh, my birthday is February 1st, like mine, then the sun sign for me would be Aquarius, okay? That's what typically everybody knows. So when I say if you are that's what I mean, your sun sign. However, when I talk about these concentrations of energies in a particular sign and all of that, if you have any other planet or a bunch of planets or one of your 12 houses of the zodiac, of your own birth chart has a bunch of activity in that sign, that house is that particular sign that I'm talking about, and it has activity in there, you're going to notice an emphasis in that area, that house of your life, that area of your life, those planets involved, etc. It doesn't necessarily only have to be if your sun sign is this, or only if your moon sign. Obviously, sun and moon are the most important points in a chart. They're the closest to us in the sense of impact, okay? And so when we talk about those energies of the moment, the transits that are the major astrological events that I talk about of the moment, and how they're going to impact you. You don't just check your sun sign. Oh, well, I'm a Capricorn. I'm a sun in Capricorn, so therefore that's not going to affect me. Well, check your chart and see. Let's say your 4th house is your Leo house. Let's say your 7th house maybe is your Scorpio house. What's going on in those houses? What's happening there? Oh, you know what? Actually, my Pluto is in Scorpio. Oh my gosh, what is happening with whatever Pluto covers, which is personal power or personal transformation, okay? So look at, when I speak of particular signs, look at what you have in your own chart. I always say come to these videos with your birth chart in hand so you can see what is really happening with regards to your particular design and where you're going to be activated. So therefore, what's more specifically available to you energy-wise, okay? Otherwise, in general, if you're a Leo, a Taurus, an Aquarius, or a Scorpio, this is going to be particularly relevant to you. In general, we're all going to be feeling this energy. So Aquarian energy over here is the energy of truth, is the energy of knowledge with a capital K. The questions that I gave you last week, I believe, or the week before, I think it was last week, based on the Capricornian, actually it was the week before, the Capricornian and the Aquarian energy, okay, were in terms of what do I want to build and what is that fundamental truth that I'm going to, or what are the fundamental truths that I'm going to base this, that I'm going to build this on, right? This becomes even more important as we settle into more Aquarian energy. Aquarius is the energy of the ultimate original, okay? It's the OG, the original gangster. It's the one sign of the zodiac that really wants to make sure that you understand that they are a unique being and that they do things in a particular way. They may do similar things to other people, but they do it in their own unique way. So it's that energy of uniqueness, of your own truth. That's the energy that you're going to be feeling this week. I want you to understand something and take it with everything that it means. This next week, or if you're seeing this video on Monday, this week, okay, the week of January 25th through the 30th, but through the 31st, but only until the 30th, and I'll tell you why in a minute. We still have no retrogrades in the sky. No planets moving in backward motion. All the planets are moving in forward motion. They are flowing. When we have this, if you've seen past videos, you know this, when we have this in the sky, there is an ability for us to flow and do and feel and bring things in, and everybody, let's just say it this way, every planet, everybody's doing their thing. Everybody's able to flow in their own direction and to take the energy that is available to them, because each planet is in a particular sign, right? So each planet stands for something and has a particular role, and it wants to express that role in a particular way. That would be the sign, the way that it expresses it, okay? And then all this energy falls in a specific area of your life. That would be the house in your chart where it falls in, okay? So we're talking about the what, the how, and the where. So this whole dynamic right now is flowing, okay? Yes, we're in a lot of chaos. Yes, Aquarius energy and Taurus energy is square to each other. Therefore, they are there's friction, there's tension. However, it's a tension and a friction that's going to bring fruition. Exciting. Okay, so see it this way, there's a chaos happening with the Aquarian energy. There's a lot of information, there's a lot of things going on, movement is taking place, it's an air sign, there's stuff that you're thinking, maybe things that are in the concept phase for you, business wise, changes wise, lots of change, okay? That is one of the key words for Aquarius. And then you've got over here all the Taurus energy. It's like the economy, right? Taurus rules finances, your personal finances, everything that you own, your business, your house, your home, all of your stuff. It rules also ecology. So it's this whole thing that's happening with the planet. What is going to be happening to us, with us? What are we going to be doing for the planet, etc. Okay, so these two energies are kind of like colliding, but they're colliding and they're also collaborating in the sense that they really want you to make something happen. They really want you to make something happen. All the changes are coming here from Aquarius, and also its ruler Uranus is in Taurus, but it's participating, it's doing something here. Both of these want shifts. Taurus kind of wants everything to stay the same, but it also understands that it's like, you know, this is the overpowering energy over here, therefore change is inevitable. And as I told you guys before, changes are so much easier if we make them ourselves, not if they're going to be imposed on us, okay? Changes are being imposed on us right now. Hey, stay at home. Hey, quarantine. Hey, you can't do this. Hey, wear a mask. What are you going to do to like manage, adapt, make some shifts and changes yourself so that you are not being just thrown like a leaf in the wind, left to somebody else's desires. If there is change imposed on you, you have to impose some changes on yourself as well and bring the change to the world as well. So for example, it could be as easy as, listen, I can't go to my gym, I can't go to my favorite places to hike, to run, to do all this stuff. Okay, well, let me shift my entire home. Like for example, I've cleared an area in my house for, hey, there's a mirror there, there's, space, there's rug, I can do a workout. Great. Make the changes that you're going to need to make in order to keep up with the changes that are already happening, and in order to stay in front of, to take advantage of all the changes that are happening and the changes that are going to be coming, because I'm telling you, the changes are not going to stop, okay? That's one thing. So we're coming into this week with that energy, and I'm going to do my best to keep this brief and simple, okay? Then what happens on Thursday for us here in LA and California, we have the full moon in Aquarius Leo. Okay, full moon, as you know, is the sun is in one sign, in this sign of Aquarius. Right now it's where Aquarius season, the sun is in Aquarius, and the moon is in the opposite sign. So the moon is going to be in Leo. Okay, so you have these two opposing energies, similar to a square. Okay, similar with what we have going on with Taurus and Aquarius. So what happens? So you have this 360-degree wheel, which is the zodiac. You have Aquarius over here. You've got the Taurus energy over here, and you've got the Leo energy over here, okay, opposing Aquarius. So you have basically this one is squaring this one, a tense aspect, tense relationship, and then this moon is also going to be squaring this one and opposing this one. We're going to be having more tension in the air. However, when we have this, and this relationship is called a T square, okay, it's making a T, and if it had the fourth set of these fixed signs, we'd have Scorpio here, and we would have what we call a grand cross. Okay, you have, it looks like a big square on the chart, and that is a big tension thing. But let me tell you something about these positions: the T square, the grand cross. The most successful and famous people in the world, a lot of them have them. Okay, it's not an easy thing to have, but it's something that propels you and pushes you. It's like that trainer, that coach, or like how I'm doing. I'm like, you got to do this. You know, you need to get to point B from point A. You can't stay there. You got to move with change. Okay, well, the same thing happens with these sort of configurations in the air. A lot of people are like, this sucks. But then other people are like, you know, mindset shift. Okay, this is an opportunity. This is my chance to, you know, take that weight that I have to do and like, you know, push myself so that I can break the muscle and then that it can grow. Okay, so everything is in how you approach it. And so mindset is going to be a very important thing this week. And I'll tell you why in a minute. It's going to be even more and more important. Okay, so this whole configuration that's going to happen with the full moon in Leo, a big important thing is this: the signs that this configuration is happening in are the fixed signs of the zodiac. So remember, we have cardinal signs, they're beginner signs, okay? We have the fixed signs, they're concentrators, completer signs, and then we have mutable signs, and those are the changers and shifter signs, okay? So we have all of this, all of us, most of us have some sort of concentration, more one than the other. In this case, all of these energies are going to be fixed energies. Wonderful opportunity with no retrogrades in the air until the 30th to get things done. Full moons are times of completion. They're times of results, or times of clarity where you get to see the fruits of your labor. You get to finish certain things. And they are great opportunities. Also, if you're going to couple this up with the fact that the sun, okay, this full moon is composed of a sun and a moon sign that are both in fixed signs, okay? And so this is like completion plus completion plus completion. And then this whole configuration in the air, the square, which, you know, also would be completed by there at one point in the day, that day on the 28th, the part of fortune, which is the, sort of your happy place in your chart, is going to be in Scorpio. So there will be a grand cross, but for a very brief time. This is a point that moves very quickly, so I don't even really want to discuss it very much. But you're going to have this energy of all this fixed stuff. So the gist: get things done this week. This is the opportunity to get things done. Finish it. If it's pending, get it done. If you know you have it as a completed idea, put it into paper, put it into writing, put it into manifestation, execute it, implement it, whatever it is that you need to do. But I want you to, before the weekend, finish something. Okay? Finish something. This is the energy that's available to you. So the question for you is going to be, what will I finish this week? What is the one thing that I'm going to do, that I'm going to focus on, that I'm going to complete? That's what you can do, okay? And then the second big astrological event this week is going to be the planet Mercury is going to go retrograde. So this means it's going to do that whole optical illusion thing where it looks like it's moving backwards rather than moving forward, okay? Right now, no retrogrades. Everything's moving forward. It's flowing. It's great. Mercury is going to start moving backward. It only does so for about 3 weeks, okay? The purpose of a retrograde is always to go within. It doesn't want you to do anything external. It doesn't want you to do anything like, you know, hey, I'm just going to sign that contract and start that project. I'm going to, you know, begin something. It wants you to meditate upon, maybe there's a tweak here, maybe there's a pivot there, maybe there's something I haven't looked at and I need to maybe review. Maybe there's something else that's cooking within me that is going to be next leveling this. So that's what I want you to focus on. And Mercury is going to be doing this in the energy of the sort of the later degrees of Aquarius. And so wherever that falls in your chart, you can see heavy Aquarian energy. So wherever you have Aquarius in your chart, whatever that house is for you, you know you have that video available, which is the houses video. It's always tagged here. It's always linked here in the description. Check that out and see where all this energy falls into in your houses, and whatever house that is, that's where all the activity is going to be taking place. Okay, so all this stuff, let's say it's the house of I don't know, the 10th house of career. So all your career stuff is going to be it's going to be advantageous for you to apply all this stuff in your business career, whatever that may be, okay? Seventh house might be relationships, fourth house might be the home decor, you know, your family dynamics, all this stuff. So look that up. But take advantage, before the 30th, you can complete something. And when the 30th starts, then you're going to go within and you're going to go here, okay? Because Mercury is the mind. It's also communication. Because it's going retrograde in an air sign in Aquarius, it's going to be very, very even heavier on the mind. Aquarius is the air sign that keeps everything here. It's like they went, they came back, they did it, they succeeded, they failed, they did it over again, and all this stuff. The whole thing happened in the mind, okay? So a great time to read the books, to, you know, take the course, learn the thing, do all the stuff that you need to do in order to pivot, prepare, cook, simmer, etc. What it is that you're preparing. Once the retrograde is over in 3 weeks, about the 20th, this is gonna last about till the February the 20th. On the 21st, all the stuff that you have been cooking will be able to express itself and exteriorize and externalize and, you know, keep walking and implement, because Mercury will go forward, okay? That's the way that the dynamic of the retrograde should be approached. It's not like, oh, Mercury. Yes, definitely, Mercury rules transportation, it rules communication, it rules mechanical dynamics. So sometimes cars break down, computers act wonky, whatever that may be. Not a great time to have big conversations because there may be miscommunication. So be on the alert, be conscious of that. None of that, of course, is an insurmountable, like none of that is a big deal. Let's put it this way. Focus on the purpose of the thing, not on the, oh my gosh, this might happen. No, focus on what you can do with it. And what you can do is go within, cook up your thing, make the shifts, make the changes, review, you know, dot the T's, cross the T's, dot the I's, do whatever you need to do, and then allow the energy to move forward, externalize it once the retrograde is over, okay? So these are the big things that you're going to be dealing with this week of January the 25th through the 31st, and then on Monday, February 1st is my birthday, so I will be probably putting up a video on Sunday the 31st, and I'll tell you about that week. But you can get more details about all this stuff probably throughout the week in my Instagram channel at Maril Solis Paz. And you can always send me an email, and I suggest you do it sooner than later because I'm shifting my prices, I'm shifting my offerings at marilsolispaz.com. So that you can watch all this stuff, all the dynamics, and see everything in your own chart, and we can do a session one-on-one with you and see what really is your own design. My mission, my purpose, my passion, the thing that I love is to show you your own purpose, passion, mission, and all the things that you are, you know, here to do. Okay, what is your path? And then get you on that path, and then clear, you know, limiting content and beliefs and all this stuff that doesn't really allow you to live your original design, because we're all here for a purpose, for something. And so those things, people think it's always business related or career related. It's not always that way. Really, you're a soul experiencing, or a spirit experiencing a particular soul design in a particular physical avatar, in a particular energetic dynamic, and we can take a look at that and see what this is for you, so that you can see if you are on your path, and if not, let's get you on your path. Okay, again, you can email me at marilsolispaz.com, and I urge you to do this sooner than later, because everything is going to be shifting here to, yes, heavy Aquarius energy in the air. I'm an Aquarian, so I have been feeling the changes, and I'm making those changes. Just like I tell you, hey, I practice what I preach. The changes are not just coming, I am making them happen. So you're going to make them happen too. Please share with me in the comments, what is the one shift that you're going to make? What is the one thing you're going to finish this week? What is the one thing you commit? That way I can be your accountability partner, and we can just make you accountable for changing that particular part of your life, or that one little project or something, and just finishing and getting it done. Okay, many blessings, and I'll see you on the next video.